Hi, welcome back to the channel. What if I told you that a dirty, ordinary-looking quarter from the United States of America could actually be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars? Or even touch the $1 million mark under the right conditions? Imagine digging through your coin jar, finding what looks like a dull old piece of pocket change, and then realizing that it has the power to completely change your life overnight. That's the thrill of numismatics. The world where history, rarity, and demand collide to turn everyday money into unimaginable treasure. Today we're exploring the top 6 rare and valuable Washington quarters that could take your breath away. These aren't just coins. They're life-changing opportunities disguised as ordinary change. Let's dive deep into each one. The first treasure on our list is the 1979 D Washington quarter dollar, minted in Denver. At first glance, it looks like a completely normal late 70s quarter, the type millions of Americans have spent in grocery stores and vending machines. But here's the secret. Hidden among those ordinary coins are rare die varieties, minting anomalies, and untouched high-grade examples that elevate this coin to superstar status. Collectors know that 1979 was a transitional period for coinage. America had just come off the bicentennial celebrations of 1976, and there was still strong collector energy in the market. Most 1979 D quarters will never be worth more than face value. But imagine finding one with a dramatic double die on the obverse, or a rare off-center strike, or even one accidentally struck on the wrong planche. Suddenly, that 25-cent coin becomes a life-changing discovery. And here's the kicker. Collectors actually prefer the untouched dirty condition because it proves originality. The patina tells a story of decades of circulation. In pristine mint state or with an extraordinary error, the 1979 D quarter has shocked the market by climbing as high as $180,000. That's right, something. Found in your junk drawer could hold the value of a luxury home. Next up, we turn to the 1995 P Washington quarter dollar. Struck at the Philadelphia Mint, this is the coin that proves rarity can hide in plain sight. Millions of 1995 quarters were struck, and to the average person, it's nothing more than pocket change. But for collectors, the 1995 P holds secrets. Certain examples were struck with dramatic double dies, creating noticeable doubling in the lettering and numbers. Others left the mint with rare off-center strikes, where the design is shifted dramatically to one side. A few even exist on wrong planches, such as nickels or foreign coin blanks. These errors are the kind of discoveries that set auction houses buzzing. And what makes the 1995 P especially interesting is how overlooked it has been. For decades, nobody paid attention to it. But in recent years, examples in gem mint condition with rare errors have emerged and stunned collectors. One pristine specimen with a remarkable error has sold for as much as $85,000. Dirty, untouched quarters from this year are especially prized because they show originality. This is a sleeper coin, ordinary on the surface, but potentially extraordinary beneath the dirt. Next up, the third coin on our journey is the 1982 D Washington quarter dollar. This is a true legend in modern numismatics. 1982 was a fascinating year for U.S. coinage. The mint was making subtle adjustments to production methods and dies, and the Denver Mint in particular produced quarters with quirks that collectors chase passionately today. Many 1982 D quarters are utterly ordinary, but rare die varieties and errors have elevated a handful into the realm of legend. Double dies, off-center strikes, and even coins struck on the wrong planche are all documented for this year. What makes it more dramatic is the fact that 1982 D quarters are rarely found in pristine condition today. Most have been lost, worn down, or cleaned, but an untouched original coin, dirty from decades of circulation yet showing crisp detail, can send collectors into a frenzy. Some of the finest known examples with dramatic errors have fetched jaw-dropping prices, with auction records touching $125,000. Imagine the thrill of pulling one of these out of change. realizing it's a small piece of history that could buy you a car, pay off debt, or even fund a new life. Next up, moving forward, we come to the 1993 D Washington quarter dollar. Once again, a coin that to the untrained eye looks completely ordinary. Millions were struck in Denver in 1993, and most of them circulate today at face value. But as every coin hunter knows, the ordinary hides the extraordinary. The 1993 D is known for mint errors and rare die varieties that can make it incredibly valuable. Collectors hunt for doubled dies, dramatic planche flaws, and off-center strikes. What's astonishing is that some of these coins, even after decades of circulation, remain in high grades. And in the numismatic world, condition is everything. A gem mint state 1993 D with a rare error can stun the market. Prices have climbed well into 5 figures, and the most exceptional specimens have hit $95,000 at auction. Just think, the same coin you'd dismiss as coffee change could actually be worth more than most people's yearly income. Next up, the 5th coin in our countdown is the 1984 P Washington quarter dollar, struck in Philadelphia. The early 1980s were a fascinating time in American coinage. The economy was shifting, production techniques were evolving, and small details slipped through that later became treasures for collectors. The 1984 P is no exception. Most are ordinary and worth only 25 cents, but a small handful contain doubled dies, striking anomalies, or other rare mint errors that catapult them into stardom. Collectors go wild for these examples, especially when they come in untouched, dirty condition, which proves they haven't been tampered with. Original patina and aging is a mark of authenticity, not a flaw. Auction records prove it. The finest known 94P, with rare varieties and in high mint state condition, has soared to nearly $110. So, that's the magic of this coin. Most people pass it over, but the few who recognize its rarity hold a true treasure. Next up, finally we reach the 1983 P Washington quarter dollar. This is a coin that has captured imaginations and wallets alike. To most people, it's utterly ordinary, just another piece of 1980s pocket change. But the truth is far more dramatic. Rare doubled dies and planche errors from this year have become legendary among collectors. Even subtle misalignments or doubling can make an enormous difference in value. And once again, condition reigns supreme. A dirty but original example in high grade, with a dramatic minting error, is the kind of coin that sparks bidding wars. Collectors from across the globe have driven up the prices of these humble quarters to levels that seem unbelievable. At major auctions, the 1983 P Washington quarter has touched an astounding $120,000 in high grade with rare anomalies. Imagine finding one of these in a coin jar tucked away for decades and realizing you're holding something worth 6 figures. So there you have it. The 6 quarters that prove fortune can hide in the most unlikely places. The 1979 D, the 1995 P, the 1982 D, the 1993 D, the 1984 P, and the 1983 P. Each one has the power to transform ordinary change into extraordinary wealth. What makes them so special isn't just their errors or conditions. It's the stories they carry. Each smudge, each scratch, each bit of natural dirt is a fingerprint of history, proof that these coins have traveled through decades of American life. And yet, they still hold the power to change your life forever. So the next time you sift through your change, don't overlook the humble quarter. Check the dates, check the mint marks, and look closely at the details. Because your one-way ticket to financial freedom could be sitting quietly in your pocket right now.